Yeah, so first of all, I think we haven't talked before. I'm Cecilia, and I'm working with Maria and Andre on SURFE2R in Europe, in Munich, and I also
Uh,
have a lot of communication with George, and I've heard your name a lot lately. So therefore, we were very pleased to receive your application. So I was just wondering, could you describe your project in a few words and your main objective with having this
okay.
lab?
So in the lab, actually, we focus on two different projects, and NCX is our long-term focus since I joined this department back to more than 10 years ago. And NCX, I think Maria know very well, and it's a very important protein, right? So, and also in terms of pharmacology and also basic science, but it's very hard to study. So that's why my first 10 years we spent trying to understand, this is a huge protein, right? So they have two domain, right? Transport domain, also regular domain. And so my group mainly is structural biology group. I had to clear about that. So initially we work on X-ray crystallography, and we saw the structure and bacterial, the calcium transporter, and to understand calcium transport mechanism. And later we saw the structure of the calcium binding domain, regular domain in the eukaryotic sodium calcium exchanger called the calyx. And so now we move further and try to go to the intact molecule. And for the NCX, and the main goal of lab still is try to solve the structure of intact NCX molecule, because the cryo-EM now get very popular, right? So this is a huge protein, but however, no structure available for the NCX. So that's people had asked why no structure for that. The major reason is it's so difficult to get the protein intact. And so we spend years and try to figure out how to, we also collaborate with UCLA. I think maybe Maria knows the Philippus lab, and Philippus already retired. Now it's Mikila Atalia. So, and UCLA. So we want to spend years try to test different strategy to express purify the NCX, and for the the cryo-EM study. And so, but however, we also do a little function, and but we are very limited. We only have this calcium fortified approach, use the bioreactor and filtration manifold, and this method, right? So we take a sample every 5-10 minutes at different concentration to test activity. So it's not that easy, people don't like it, to be honest. And also, very poor reproducibility, and especially for low some mutant, is very hard to characterize it. So of course, calcium fortified, people had to be trained to use radio label material. That's how I come to this stage and apply this opportunity, and want to use your very nice instrument to see if possible we can adapt it to test our detergent purified protein, the reconstituted protoliposome, and combine our structure approach. We can do some structure and function study. So that's a major aspect to this project. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting. And I also understand why you would like to try this approach. So therefore, it's a very great pleasure for me to tell you that you won the SURFE2R for
Ah,
6 years in your laboratory.
oh, really? Ah. Okay,
How
great.
about
Thank
that?
you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I do, I do like if Maria can help.
Yes, yes, definitely.
But also, in addition, this project, I have several actually projects ready to test. So we work on transport. We work on also lysol phospholipid transporter. I have several papers published last few years and have been tested. We also use radio label stuff to test, and that's use radio label lipid. And we have homemade. That's a radio label lipid by itself because
Wow.
lifetime is only about a few days. And so we had test. Also, another is I understand you try to increase your portfolio, right?
That's always
and
good.
Another is a calcium transporter. We also focus the bacterial calcium transporter, and it's a calcium proton antiporter. It turns out also use our radio labeled material to test it. It's a calcium phosphate co-transporter. And we also, if we have the machine, we also want to test. This is a structure we already solved it, and we have already reconstituted. And but we don't know electrogenic, electron neutral, because we don't know. We only know the ratio. It's a 1 calcium, 1 phosphate. And but this is a new family. Turned out to be a new transport family.
Oh, that's interesting.
There are several things. So we are really eager to test and to collaborate with you guys. And of course, if we can adapt it, I'm looking forward to apply a grant to hopefully we can have it, like get rid of radio label.
You can keep it.
It's not that it's a lot of the procedure, right? The regulation also. That's why we don't want. We are not so fine for the radio label approach. Yeah.
I know nobody is really. Yeah, great. I'm really curious how it will work out with your eukaryotic with the NCX. So you could already show the functionality with the radioactivity assay, I guess.
We show only whole cell.
Wholesale.
We preload the sodium into the cell and to measure the calcium influx.
So that will be the job for the SURFE2R to show.
We test also SN6, the inhibitor, and it works, inhibited. But of course, once extracted, you don't know, right? So, but we see the particle in EM. We also reconstitute it, but we haven't tested perliposome because we run out the calcium 45. I don't want out there again. Okay.
Yeah. No, great. I'm really curious, actually. So I'm looking forward to this project as well.
Okay. So you see, I won this one. So how we should start, or when should we start?
So I guess George and me will come back to you, and then we can discuss all the details about what you need to prepare the lab space, how we do the training, and so on, and timelines as well. So
okay.
Yeah.
I never use that, but you show me in the biphasic meeting. That's the instrument, right? It's not.
Yeah, then you already know everything.
Yeah, I read paper too. So we don't have the hands-on experience, but we are very eager to get on that.
Now we will do a training and then show you how everything is handled, and also discuss experiments if you like, or how you can interpret the results. And so we hope to get you running.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the opportunities.
Yeah. Thanks so much for taking the time today. I heard you being on vacation and all. So I hope you it's worthwhile.
Yeah, we plan to have a family trip, and the kids don't want to stay at home for long. And we don't want to take a flight because now is a Delta comeback, right? So, and we want to take a road trip, but that's is a flexible.
Then I hope you have a great time.
Yeah, sure.
Have a great vacation.
Okay, thank you very much.